right, hello everyone, and thank you for joining us for this month's Charleston Tech Chat. This is a monthly series where we spotlight leaders and talent in technology, and we are here today at Benefitfocus's beautiful campus on Daniel Island. And I'm here with Annmarie and Jennifer, and we are going to talk about what it's like to live and work in Charleston, and what it's like to live to work at Benefitfocus. And we're right sitting next to this really cool wall of cowbells. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but it's their form of celebration, and I think that's really cool. We couldn't have picked a better spot to sit because we're going to celebrate all things Charleston and technology. So, solid segue there. All right, so let's get started. All right, well, thank you so much for sitting with me today. And let's just start out with you telling me a little bit more about Benefitfocus.
Sure, yeah. So Benefitfocus is a benefits platform. So if you start with Simon Sinek, where he says start with why, we exist to allow people to have easy access to the benefits that will allow them to live their best lives. And so whether you're a small company or a large company, we think benefits are needed for everybody in no matter what phase of their life, and so we enable that to happen.
Wonderful. And I love sitting here with two strong women in tech and in STEM. So tell me both a little bit about your title and what you do here. So let's start with Jennifer.
Yeah, sure. Hi, everybody. I'm Jen Clark. I'm a product manager for artificial intelligence here at Benefitfocus. I'm responsible for a variety of things. I'm our AI thought leadership, our solutions roadmap, as well as just communicating the power of how artificial intelligence powers our platform. And it's just a super great, awesome, challenging job. Yeah.
Great, you love your job. I love it. You can tell just the way you're describing it.
And I'm the Senior Vice President of Customer Success, so I'm responsible for the end-to-end customer experience, our implementation, our call centers, our customer management, relationship management, and I'm super excited. I've been here for 19 years.
Great, and speaking of that, I believe you were one of the first employees that Benefitfocus hired.
Yeah,
so.
Not the first, but I was number 16.
Number 16.
So,
that's,
yeah.
I would still say in a company this size, that's early. So tell me just a little bit about, your growth in the company and the growth of Benefitfocus. And you guys are really a staple of what Charleston Tech is.
Absolutely, yeah. So we have over 25 million consumers on our platform.
Wow.
And we serve really every aspect of our benefits ecosystem with insurance carriers, brokers, large employers. So we're very fortunate to be able to work with the best in the industry. And just in terms of our growth, we have 3 buildings here in Charleston. It's full. It's
that's great.
Very
See everyone going around in golf carts. I love that.
Bicycles. Yeah.
Good, fun. And so, with that being said, you have all of these customers from all over the country, but you've chosen to be in Charleston, and stay in Charleston with your growth. So tell me a little bit about why Charleston.
Why not? Charleston, right? I mean, it's such an amazing community. It's so beautiful. I mean, just having all of that access to the water, and just the people are amazing. Hospitality, great restaurants. It's very lively, even though it still has that small town feel.
That's right.
And our founders were from here in Charleston, so we're here to stay.
And it's kind of, I'll let you take this one because it kind of feeds off that one. What does Charleston's tech community have to offer?
Sure. I mean, outside of all the wonderful things that Annmarie mentioned, but there's always great places to eat. There's the beach. There's wonderful cultural events like Spoleto. But it's kind of become a melting pot of a lot of different people as they're moving here, and they're bringing all these really great ideas. And so there's been this movement with events like TEDx Charleston, and then we've got the Women in Tech scene to really bring these great minds together to build something kind of new and innovative. And it's a great community. It's awesome. I'm always learning something.
Yeah, I always say it's the kind of the place where everyone picks up the phone. They're going out of their way to help you, and not all communities have that. And Charleston is really kind of based on this collaborative community. And you were kind of talking about all these different events and how they're growing here. I think one of y'all's events this year is kind of a testament to how you can attract people want to be here now and they want to come to an event. So can you tell me a little bit about your all's annual event?
Sure, yeah. So we host the largest benefits community event in the world.
Oh, I didn't know it was the largest. That's great.
Yeah, so it's in March every year,
right.
and we call it One Place, and we host it at the Gale Yard, and we literally take over the city. So we worked with the Visitor Bureau and rented out tons of the restaurants and sold out hotels, and we had over 800 attendees and had a wonderful experience, and everyone got to enjoy downtown Charleston. Looking forward to doing it again.
Yeah, I think I saw your logo on everything.
Yeah.
That
The
week.
pedicab.
The pedicab. There's our pedicab came by. It was a Benefit One Place
We
logo.
were in the
Yeah, the
airport.
airport.
Yeah, and we recently had somebody come visit us, and they were like, it was really cool coming into the airport and seeing the person that you're going to visit welcoming you there. It was just really great.
And I think it really is a testament, especially with me. I geek out with economic development to see that a company of y'all's size that's been a big part of our growth, also embracing and hosting and taking all parts of the city to do that. And I think that's a great testament of our collaboration that we have here. Appreciate that. All right, so back to talking about you and your awesomeness. Tell me, I want you both to tell me if you guys had a single defining moment that made you go into tech.
Well, I'll start us off. So my undergraduate is actually in English literature. I'm not exactly the tech thing that you would think about. But I started out in software, and I was a technical writer and a business analyst, and I worked really closely with the engineering teams. I always got put on technical projects. And I got to a point in my career where I was a little bit tired about writing things that other people were coding. So I went to grad school and learned how to code, and then took the job here at Benefitfocus, and I just absolutely love it.
That's great. And how about you?
So I took more of the benefits route and how I got into technology. I have a Bachelor of Arts from Trinity College and didn't study engineering, math, or science. But I would say more, I am somebody who just likes to figure things out, and I'm a problem solver, and so that works really well in our industry. And this has, just been an amazing career for me.
I'm going to go a little bit out of order, so don't let me throw you off, because I think this is just too good of a segue to go into this. But with both of you not having started in STEM and you hadn't had tech backgrounds, tell me a little bit about why you think it's important for young girls, or even any woman at any career point right now, to go into and look into STEM career opportunities.
Yeah, I'm so passionate about that. Tech and advanced tech like AI is really going to shape our world and shape our future, and so we need all voices building that. And so whatever we can do to make the environments more supportive, make it more welcoming for women and girls. And like I said, I didn't have a background in tech. I got, kind of tooled up, so to speak, got back into it. And the careers are very challenging, but they're very rewarding and lucrative. And so it's so important for us to kind of open our arms to women and girls and welcome them into this field.
And like you said, you were a storyteller, and you just found a different way to tell your story.
Yes,
And
exactly, just a different language.
Right.
And just to add on to that, think about some of the industries that have come into the Charleston market, and they all need engineers and scientists and people who are great in math. And so as our schools are thinking about the programming that they need, we really need to be investing in that so that our local children can grow into new positions and stay here for life.
Right. We're home to Boeing, Volvo, Mercedes-Benz, Benefitfocus, and they all need STEM talent. So it's the perfect time to get into that with what we're having in Charleston success. So. All right, so coming back to the celebration wall, tell me a project that you worked on that was, worth celebrating. It was really rewarding for you.
Well, we launched our artificial intelligence engine this spring.
Oh, wow.
It's called
Congratulations.
Benefit Sage. Thanks. And I led the team that kind of got that to market, and it was just incredibly rewarding. When I started at Benefitfocus 5 years ago, kind of started here to do something like that and to see it come to fruition through various positions and leadership roles. It was just really amazing. And the team that worked with me was just really awesome.
Yeah, and I would say, so all of these cowbells have meaning.
All right.
And so they each represent a big milestone that we've had. And so we started it 19 years ago. We were celebrating customers going live or new customers joining Benefitfocus platform. And so I have just tons of memories of customers that have joined, and when we take them live on the software, and we would send cowbells to them, and we would have
I love that.
at all of our events and stuff, so it's really fun.
I think that's a great tradition. I love it. Because I have cowbells, I always think about, the end of the race. So it's a perfect, a perfect thing. You have that moment. So, and I see a couple of Clemson ones. So
Absolutely.
I throw in my Go Tigers I find a way to fit in Go Tigers in all of my interviews. So thank you for that. Well, obviously you guys are already talking about it, the culture here. So I think we can go right into it. Tell me a little bit more about the culture here.
One of my favorite things is we've talked about just the kind of welcoming nature of Charleston in general, and that really happens here too. Everyone is really kind of a big family. All the people that work here are just the best that I've worked with, and one of the greatest thing is, we're an innovative company. It requires a lot of hard work, but everybody's kind of like willing to roll up their sleeves and get in there with you to really get to the end.
Yeah, and just to add to that, so we think about our values, we wear them every day, so they're on the back of our badge, and community is one of them. So I would say both here, as our offices, we have a very strong community, but we also have a strong community outside, and so that's a big area of opportunity for us to, give back to, our community members, and we do that as a team building opportunity. We all participate in a number of different things. We're one of the sponsors, for the Bridge Run, so that's a huge, Charleston event. There's a lot of things that we get involved in.
And I know you're involved a little bit with Charleston Women in Tech, and I think that's just a great stat. How many people are in that? You know how many people are in that?
I don't know off the top of my head, but it always surprises me every time I show up. It feels like we're always like outgrowing spaces.
Right.
And it's really amazing because it's not just about, if you're coding, but it's all women, and there's of course a thriving Charleston tech scene. There's always a new company. And it's kind of welcoming across all different organizations and roles, and it's really great to see women come together and support each other.
Right, I think there's over 1,000 members of it. I might be off, so sorry, Nina, if you're watching and it's more. But that's a stat I don't think people always know about when I think about Charleston, is the abundance of women in tech. I mean, we have, and this is one of my favorite stats, that we have over 600 companies, tech companies, in the Charleston region. And so it's a thriving community, and I love to see that there's been this strong base of women that are kind of helping it out and grow. So, all right, someone is watching right now, they're going, wow, I love everything that they're saying, and I'm X place, and I think I'm ready to go down there. So what would you say to Sally, why Charleston, and the best advice you can give her, or him?
Well, I moved here, and I think one of the best advice I could give somebody new is to try out different neighborhoods. We have a ton of great ones, and they all have kind of their own different type of feel, and so we moved around a couple times to find the right one for us. And then I would just say, talk to people. We met some of our best friends just by reaching over a restaurant table or walking up and introducing ourselves. Everyone's so friendly and welcoming, and it's a really easy community to kind of start your friendships and start a new life.
Right.
Yeah, and I would just echo that. I mean, that's really well said. I mean, we have just wonderful people here. So, just even driving somewhere, people let you in and you're trying to merge into the highway. It's not typical.
Less road rage.
It's great.
Well, you kind of wrap it back up with Benefitfocus. Tell me about what about Benefitfocus's future excites you?
Well, it goes back to the original topic that when we started, because we are here to do something really big, and people need benefits, and so there's so much interesting projects that associates work on. We're talking about artificial intelligence, but just a way that we can provide people with the benefits that they need before they even know that they need them. So that's our future.
Right.
We're just going to continue to build upon that.
Yeah, it's really great to work in a place that is so focused, as Annmarie mentioned, on the why and the people, and worrying about, we think constantly about our end users and how to support them and how to make their lives better. And so it's just really, we're really excited about where we're going.
That's great. And I know I'll even answer this because I love what y'all are doing with innovation and supporting other people in the benefits sector. So I think that's great. You have immense success and you're helping others grow there. So I know I love seeing that community player back to your badge. So All right, we're going to end with the fun part. At least I
Okay.
think it's fun. The speed round.
Okay.
It's always kind of get to know. I learned different places. And so first one is favorite restaurant.
My new favorite is the Establishment. It's great, great
so
seafood.
good.
I would say Obstinate Daughter.
Hands down my favorite.
Hands
I'm with
down,
you. I am
always.
with you. Favorite beach.
I think I'm gonna go Sullivan's.
Sullivan's. So I have to say, I have a 20-year-old Boston whaler, and I would say being able to go somewhere that's isolated and nobody's around, just one of these barrier islands. So there's one off of Kiowa.
Oh, right. Yeah,
So,
that's great. I love that. That's a new one. I don't think anyone said that one before, so I like it in the new stuff.
All right.
All right, favorite event. We have a ton.
I'm gonna have to go with High Water. I live in Park Circle, so I'm a little bit, I'm partial.
Well, and that's a great festival. Good, amazing music coming here now.
Amazing.
I'd say the Food and Wine Festival.
Food and Wine Festival. Just
Yeah.
eat and drink and enjoy everything that is Charleston's cuisine. All right, favorite place to get a caffeine fix.
I'll go with the Orange Spot.
Right?
I just sort of just do my normal coffee.
Yeah, you don't have to have spa. Barbecue.
Home team.
Lewis.
All right, so I love everyone has their one
Yeah.
too. Paddleboarding or kayaking, and you're more than welcome to say just laying on the beach. So
Kayaking.
kayaking,
I'm just gonna go with boat.
boat.
Yeah.
There you go. I like that one. No one said that one before. That is the best part. All right, and then before I ask you this last one, I just want everyone to know that Benefitfocus is hiring. So make sure that you go either on Benefitfocus's website or charlestenopensource.com and be sure to check out all the job opportunities to learn more. And I want to ask the last one is Charleston in one word.
Welcoming.
Welcoming.
I'll say cultured.
Cultured. Fantastic. Well, I really appreciate you guys sitting with me today and talking. I learned a lot. I did not know about the celebration wall, and it really put a smile on my face. So I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend, and thank you so much for tuning in.